Hey guys, welcome back. Day number four update on the off-grid property. So yesterday, of course, we don't have a lot of an update for you guys because yesterday we kind of took it easy. We went and found a little creek to do some swimming.
Really awesome spot, not too far from here at all. The kids absolutely loved it. They're already begging to go back.
Yeah, like a 15-minute drive. So
they didn't want to leave. Except we got hungry, and so we had to go get something to eat.
Everybody was starving, so yeah. It was tough to get them to leave. But
we got a couple things that we want to talk about. We're still going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, but we got a couple things that we want to talk to you guys about real quick.
Yep.
What's your first thing you want to talk about?
So, first thing is we've had a number of you guys. I know we've got a number of new subscribers.
We appreciate you guys.
And we thank you very much.
And we want to throw out an extra thank you to all of our members, our channel members.
Absolutely.
We love you guys.
So, a lot of the questions we've been getting is how we're going to build our house, whether it be...
What kind of house we're going to build.
Yeah. Whether it be stick frame, traditional, how we're going to do it. So, if you look right back here behind us, that is the side of the mountain back there, guys. We're going to dig into the side of that mountain, and we're going to build an earthship home in the side of that mountain.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
And we're not building right here.
It's going to be just around the corner there.
It's going to be like over there.
Yeah. So the house will actually be facing east.
Northeast.
Yeah, northeast kind of. Yeah.
Ish. Yeah. So if you don't know what an earthship home is, it is the ultimate home for sustainability. They're designed to be off-grid homes. I mean, of course, you could hook them up to the grid if you wanted to, but there's actually earthship community in Taos, New Mexico, and all of the houses in that area are earthship homes. And so the basic concept is that you use solar, heating. So they usually have a ton of windows on the front. We're not going to have that because we're building on the north slope and not the south side.
So we're not as much worried about heat in the winter as we are coolness in the summer. So earthship homes are buried around on the outside with berms usually.
Earth rammed, I think is what it's called.
Yep. And so you have a super thick dirt wall basically around you, and for insulation. And doing it that way keeps you cool. So like a cave,
We'll have vent tubes and stuff that go out to help with airflow so that we don't have mold issues. We're going to make sure that we insulate right and do what we need to do to keep, moisture out, and radon, which is a natural gas, and things like that. But I think it's going to be really awesome. So long story short, an earthship home is actually built out of trash. It's built out of old tires, cans, soda bottles, and that kind of stuff. So I know it sounds kind of weird, but if you've never heard of it, you should definitely go check it out because It is a really awesome style of home. I think the oldest one was built, 50 plus years ago, and there are no complaints about them.
But we are going to face our own set of problems here in Arkansas.
Because they're traditionally built in drier climates, like in the desert.
Right. So we may have to tweak the design a little bit just because we are in Arkansas.
We're going to pay extra close attention to waterproofing because we don't want to have water seeping through our walls.
Right.
So secondly, we want to tell you guys kind of what we did today. We were hoping to surprise Jeff at Bobblehead Homestead, our neighbor, and have all of his plumbing done for him today.
And we got that done.
We did get that done, but
both of his faucets, so his faucet in his kitchen sink faucet, and the faucet for his shower
that turns the water on and off,
has obviously frozen busted. So it's still not usable. The drains are all hooked up and all fixed and ready to go once we get new faucets. So I haven't even had the chance to call him and tell him that yet. No. I tried to call him and he didn't answer the phone.
Right.
So,
he's probably taking a nap.
That's your fault, Jeff.
Yeah, he's probably napping. Well, we're out here working hard. Jeff's
Yeah.
taking a nap.
Yeah,
It's okay.
probably.
It's all right. We'll cut him some slack. What else did we want to
I
talk
mean,
about?
give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have been outside feeding chickens.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. So another thing that we wanted to address is that obviously we've showed you guys that we have a mud problem, and I don't think it's going to get any better for a while.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot of comments that have said, well, it looks like you guys need some gravel. I think we might have found a money tree on our property, but it hasn't started producing yet. So until that happens, we probably won't be getting any gravel.
Right.
So we're just going to try not to drive on our road more than we have to, and go from there.
So it's, what, 500-foot walk probably from here to our camp. From the front of the property to the camp, maybe 600 foot, whatever. So it's not a big deal to park the car up at the gate and walk down to our camp.
If we have a lot of stuff to carry, we'll drive down there. But if it's just ourselves, we're just gonna walk it.
And once I get the tractor back from Oklahoma, once I go to Oklahoma and get the tractor back over here, then it ain't gonna be near as much of a problem, and I'll be able to work around and maybe fix some stuff.
Yeah. Once we have our tractor, Wiley will be able to use the angle blade and do like a lot of you have said, and start putting trenches on both sides of the road and building it up in the middle so that it runs off. But that we can't do until we get our tractor here from Oklahoma. Right.
I mean, I've got Drew's backhoe, and Drew told me to use it anytime I wanted, but it's really, for where we're at in here, it's too much for doing what we need to do. Otherwise, it's going to be fine, but for doing what we need to do on the road, it's really just too much. It's a little bit too big of a piece of equipment to do this stuff.
What else did we have to talk about?
So, what she said about the money tree, guys, we're waiting on it to grow. So, don't be surprised if things slow down just a little bit. So, we've been preparing for this move for quite some time.
At least a year.
So we've got a lot of stuff gathered up, and stuff that we needed, stuff that we knew we was going to need to get, base camp set up, and, things like that. But as we use our supply,
our resources,
as we use all of that, things are going to slow down a little bit, because
we've made a lot of progress in the couple of days that we've been here. But like Wiley said, it's because we planned for it.
Yeah.
We had what we needed. We had an idea of what we were going to do, what we needed to get the job done. And once we get past that, it's going to slow down a lot, because we're probably going to have to start focusing on clearing trees and other things that cost money.
Yeah.
And
that don't cost money.
Yeah.
So our well is supposed to be dug, I'm going to say this week, next week.
We don't have a date yet, but we know we're next in line after Mike and Lissa at Drifting Dreamers 5.
He actually was supposed to show up there today or yesterday or whatever to start on Mike and Lissa. I don't know if he actually has yet or not. And then he's coming here when he's done with them. So, well is going to be the next big thing. Then we got to get everything set up, connected to the well, and water down there, and just... There's going to be a lot of things going on, but it's going to be slow because of money.
And next week, and then I don't know why I said next week, but then we're going to have to move our camp, because it's not where we wanted it to be. It's not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's where we had to set up because of the wet ground and whatnot. So.
But that's liable to be 2 months down the road, because it's so wet. All these seeps in the side of this mountain. By the way, I've heard people say that we had natural springs on our place. I've seen a couple of people mention that. These are actually seeps. So with heavy rainfall, the mountain absorbs all the water, and then it seeps out the side of the mountain until the water level gets back down. Once the water level gets back down, those seeps stop. So they're not actual springs, if that makes sense.
If there is a spring, we haven't found it.
Yeah.
But we have found plenty of places where water's just coming out of the ground. And I think it's just, like he said, seeps.
And so whenever we visited this place before, we was in, past June. So it was good dry weather. Everything was good and dry. But obviously this is the rainy season. So now we're experiencing the rainy season.
Okay, we're pushing 10 minutes. Anything else you want to say?
I think that's about it.
So that's it for day 4. what do we have anything planned for day 5? We haven't got that far yet.
No,
we'll touch base with you tomorrow and let you know what we have planned for day 5. It's been a long couple months, and we're just kind of taking it easy now that we can eat, sleep, and go to the bathroom.
Yep.
So, all right, we're gonna call it a day for this one and try to get this uploaded before dark.
Time for her to cook me some supper.
It is. It is. Okay. All right. Well, we love you guys. We appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.